tadi? Tak, dah dikacau suara-suara kita tadi. Pasal start balik.
Okay, a very good morning to all lecturers and reviews for engineering in society. Okay, today my group will do a presentation about project report. So first of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Mas Elinus Joriana Hassan, number metric 05 DKA 19F2007. And also we have Marius Adai, Anna Joseph, and Benny Anabudan. Okay, so today we'll do a presentation about project report. So for the introduction, okay, so we're talking about engineering society. So what are we know about engineering society is that engineering is the creative application of science, mathematical methods, and empirical evidence to the innovation, design, construction, and maintenance of structures, machines, materials, device system, processes, and organizations. Engineering is one of the key influence that shapes our society. Engineers don't just work for machines, design, and electronics, but they use maths and science to provide innovation and inventions that shape our society and improve the way we live and work. Okay, so right now we are talking about for chapter 2, safety and health to handling society issues. There is stage number 2. So first of all, for the 1.1, safety and health between workers. Okay, as we know, all workers are entitled to work in environments where risks to their health and safety are properly controlled. And for the second one is safety and health to society nearby. So as we all know that in safety and health to society nearby, the most important thing is that the task of facing by government is that the public safety around the world. So which means that every time you want to do like there's a construction site that we know that it will involve the safety of the public in nearby. So from there, they should control the safety and health to the public whenever they do the construction site. Okay, so the last one is safety and health to sustainable and environment. In this, integrating safety and health into sustainability provides an opportunity to better protect workers and achieve truly sustainable organizations. So next is the role of engineering. We'll let Marius.
Go to for Mr. Benny. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
A bit technical problem there, but it's fine. So my name is Benny Anak Godel. Number is 05 DKA 19F2019. So as this video, I'm gonna explain a role of engineering. Some of them. First is a role of EIM or BEM. It is critical to note that EIM is not a single technology or component, but a framework of discipline for information management across the enterprise. It is important to have this framework to guide the development and implementation of an EIM program. Second is a role of engineer. The brand indicate what the engineer work with. The function describe what it does in order of decreasing emphasis of science, the major function of all engineering brand. So in this, I'm gonna explain a bit like role engineering is many brands like we civil engineer are gonna do some stuff like a building or something else. Chemistry engineer they're gonna work with something like fluid, chemist, mix there, mix here, uh, or like a mechanical they're gonna do something with engine, fix engine, upgrade the engine, and modify the engine, and something like that. And the third is a role of EIOW or civil engineering technician. Integrity operating windows are set of vulnerable used to determine the various variables that could affect a process unit integrity and reliable. So this role is important for this engineer because they are like second hand, like a helping hand for a role of engineer. Because they help with something like information and technician. Uh, next, uh, the fourth is a role of safety and health officer. The safety officer is responsible for many aspects in a company environment, health and safety department. So basically, this guy is that one that responsible for checking like the workplace or construction site for the safety and health officer. They also like give this guy also can like give a training, a safety training first before the all the workmen do their stuff. And the last one is a role of management or organization company. Management may be described as the people who design organization, structure, and determine how different aspects of the organization will interact. Management entails six basic functions like planning, organizing, staffing, leading, controlling, and motivating. So, simple we can say. This guy they work at office lah. They do all the paperwork for the worker and the uh, all the paperwork for the worker and the engineer. Uh, that's all is from me. We're gonna move to the next person.
Alright, for my presentation, my name is Marius Adib Anak Joseph, registration number 05 DKA 19 F2041. For my presentation is the green technology in construction industry. There are 7 applications of green technology used in construction industry. First is GIS or GPS. GIS technology can be exploited to provide key facility information for decision maker when they need. In this context, we know that it been used to answer questions regarding the manner to develop and manage the building of environment. Some of the powerful system and enabling technology for shaping and managing the building environment. One of that the advantage by using GPS or GIS it's provide a common coordinate view nearby, increase collaborate and understanding, while the reduce risk and it associate uh, associate cost. This means that, for example, if we want to build uh, build some project in especially in place that we don't know, we can use GPS as the what we call as the what we call as GPS as for the
Guide.
place that we can guide for guide if we want to do the project in the empty site. And second is it's also enable visualization, analyze and comparison of possible alternative to optimize performance. In this, GPS also can help the construction to analysis more of the place so that they can have they don't have to manage in any problem that will they face. The second application is drone. Drone and GPS is not so different, but GPS is mostly like they need a view from a bigger place. But drone, it usually used in large building or tall building. They've been used because, for example, like if one of the rooftop of the building is damaged or they need to repair it, so drone can help them make this thing easily. It also a time consuming effort to build them because with drone they can see where the building problem and they can manage it without any further cost, or it also efficient time. The third is IBS. IBS is industrial building system, which is term in usually used in our country, Malaysia, for a technique of construction whereby components are manufactured in controlled environment, either at site or off site. How I want to ABM is mostly like specific for our country. Uh, this IBM industrial building system is usually for how we call them. If our contractor or our building have problem, the IBM system will detect it immediately. For example, the Malaysian government is also commit to address the sustainability issue and meeting its target and obligation in this regard. For the fourth application is software. As we know, in this modern day, everything needs software. In the world of green technology, software solutions within the construction industry are fast improving and countless beneficial exist regarding what green technology is as well as its related benefit. Mm, After that, BIM, the fifth application of green technology is BIM. BIM is for the short form for building information modeling. In green building, it enables suitable design allowing architect engineering to integrate and analysis building performance. As we can see nowadays, all buildings are greenhouse building. This we can see the example that the building that people do it nowadays using more good what we call, good how we can how
For example, they're using
mm.
stuff like a solar panel or wind
Yes, yes,
power
yes.
generator.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Mr. Benny. For
You're welcome.
the sixth one is engineering efficient application. For just what Benny said just now, by using solar. But this solar is more outdoor building. In this energy efficient application, we are usually focused on inside of the building. For example, like using LED lighting at home, which is it can reduce the energy consumption and can save our bill electric price or bill electric payment, something like that lah. For the last one is communication. Construction industry nowadays, they are mostly focused on need to promote the industry in the online way. For example, like the online project collaboration platforms such as Exonex, the company, the BMI, and other relevant software are wisely used to manage the project in one agreed. and consistent way in terms of document, communication, knowledge sharing, and construction process instead of conventionally delivery method, which is lack of interoperability and ad hoc basic. This is also can be used nowadays because of the issue COVID-19, which it's hard for the other industry to share or to pass up their document to other company because of this COVID. And by using the method of online or internet, it can also help them to uh, share it more fastly. So for my next presentation also is the organize and identify project systematically and effectively. There are 5 steps that we can see. First one is set up your management plan, which is this is the ground of the all the organized project or project management that we need to do, which is help to get a basic idea of what this project or what this or the project that will it require. The next thing is organize, which is keep your project paperwork organized. The key to any successful journey is organize the travel paperwork. That's true. For example, like before we want to go to traveling or anything, we must have plan, and other also have a note to organize their plan wisely so that it can move or proceed clearly. For the third one is put your project management into the plan. After the planning was good and the organized paper are good, they can also proceed it and make it into action, which is should be what can we say, they just do the project lah after the project paperwork is good and organized. For the fourth aid, pay attention to the progress with your project management plan, which is always keep up with what project you are doing. For example, like after the half of the way of your project, you can also check it, see what are the problem on the long on the way of the process. For the final one is the complete, which is make sure the meeting of project management have its deadline. This is important because every project have its own deadline, because a project without a deadline is such a waste of time and also a waste of energy. For example, like if their target is at least 3 year or 10 year of the project, it at least need to less it or at least more not more than 1 year or 2 year. So that's all for my presentation. I would like to present for the next presentation.
Benny.
Bukan aku je sel, yang aku communication.
Management and communication. Di dalam satu.
Superman. Kamu boleh edit nanti.
Boleh.
Okay. Okay, we start. Okay, thank you, Marius, for the information. So next we're gonna display engineering management in engineering practice in society. So engineering management is the application of the practice of management to the practice of engineering. Engineering management is a carry that brings together the technology problem solving ability of engineering and the organizational administrative and planning ability of management in order to oversee the operational perform of complex engineering driven enterprise. A Master of Engineering Management (MEM) is sometimes compared to a Master of Business Administration (MBA) for a professional seeking a graduate degree as a qualifying credential for a career in engineering management like us. Next. So, uh, next for my information, I gonna display the current communication technique in engineering. So as we know, we human, communication is very important for us human. Like uh, communication is important for us human. Uh, as we know, as a long time ago, communication is very simple. Like we can only use smoke, write a letter, or use a telephone. But nowadays, all this information we can get at our fingertips as a smartphone, as like we say. So there are variable techniques in the communication that that can use in engineering. First is a design review. So this is like for a designer, like we're gonna design some of the building, or we're gonna cooperate with our client how they want to design their building or home. So this is our what is basically a design review. So next is a poster section. Poster section can use in a many ways, like for make plan, as a ad for your company, you can use a photo or give a little information. Dulu, you can did that later. As you know, poster session, start lagi poster session. Poster session can use in many ways. Like example, like for your company, or for use as uh, for simple can use as a app lah. You can use like a drawing or kejap oh.
Like what Benny said, for drawing, the poster also help to improvise and also to give as many information as possible to the other project management. Communication technique in engineering also are important for the other company to understand what are your project need to present. Okay, Benny, can I let you continue?
Okay. Sorry adik, saya kacau. Okay, kamu boleh edit later.
Continue.
Okay, so for the third point is like inspection. So this use like safety engineer or officer. So uh, their scope work is like make a inspection at building. Is there safe for like a living or safe as a workplace? They're gonna like inspect also at if that building is need to be repaired or what, or they are like have a chemical waste or something, or hazardous maybe. So the fourth is like presentation. This is basically used in like a meeting, like a meeting between like client and as engineer, or like at engineer and workman, or like uh, uh, like um, like or the management. I'm gonna skip that. And so next is like lab report. Lab report is basically always used by the chemical engineering. This lab report used to take a note or take a detail, like something that's small lah. So they basically like they're gonna give the information in a table or a report or and something like that. Next, letter, memo, or email. These are important used as in the modern days because it's easier and faster to reach out the engineer or the client. It's now like also like this is the safety way to communication in this pandemic, like we say, like COVID-19. And the last one is like proposal. A proposal is used before do construction or make a building. So this is like a request for engineer or the management. That all is from me. So next we're gonna go to summary from Marcel. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, for the summary, okay, as the last one, so tak lama. Okay, for the last one, summary, relation, safety and health to society. The occupational safety and health and environmental sustainability as parallel changes. Moreover, they believe that worker safety and health may lead to sustainable improvements by utilizing the momentum of the green movement and adapting successful intervention approaches from the environmental sustainability area. For the second one, relation role of engineering to society. Engineering is one of the key influences that shapes our society, and they don't just work with machines, design, and so on. So they also use maths and science to provide innovation and invention that shape our society and improve the way we live and work. This means that engineers have a responsibility and also a great opportunity to ensure that they have a positive influence in society. Okay, the last one, relation of application green technologies in construction to society. So just now, Marius already explained about the green technologies in construction. So green technology in the construction industry involve producing new buildings that incorporate one or more aspects of environmentally friendly solutions. Reading Green has raised the bar for the housing industry in its entirely by establishing new standards for livability and sustainability. The world of green technology solutions within the construction industry are fast improving and countless definitions exist regarding what green technology is as well as its related benefits. So that's all for the presentation of a project report from Group E. So that's all. Thank you.